Yeah, I know.
All right, guys, it is Friday, September 24th, 25th. I am completely off with the dates, but today is our very first mentorship call for the Futuristas round 5. Unbelievable. Guys, go ahead and mute yourselves so that we can get this started. So just so you guys know, and some of you have been on calls before, but what we're going to do is we are going to review the lessons for the week. I'm going to share my thoughts. Susie will add her take on it. And then from there, whatever time is left, which I'm going to try to rush through this, we'll leave to the question and answers because I feel like that's where the magic happens. That's where you guys, we can collaborate. You have the advantage of having Susie and I, 2 different perspectives. We do things differently. I think it's pretty cool that we can work together on this and just give you guys different ways of seeing things, different perspectives. So here we go. Okay, so Monday, I hope you guys watched the expectations call and what to, what we're doing moving forward and our stories. I have ordered the planner. Riona, I'm having an issue ordering yours because you're in Canada, so I'm trying to figure that out. But those will be coming to you. So watch out for that. Also, personal development, the Slight Edge, that's something that you should be reading or doing whatever personal development you like. I just want you to be doing something because this business is so much, it's so mental that, working through that, it's just strengthening your mind is one of the greatest muscles that you can apply to this business. And Susie I've been going through it this month. So I can tell you that all the work I've done on my mind this week has definitely helped me persevere. So let's talk Success Club, which was the very first lesson. And it's not by coincidence that is the first lesson. This business is built on helping people. And we believe that helping people, the best way to do that is by providing our complete package. So the challenge packs, Shakeology on auto ship because people are, they're deficient of nutrients and our superfood shake is amazing. So in the Success Club lesson, I want you guys to reread this one, like reread it because I think there's details that always get lost. And since I think the very first Futuristas, and I think it was the second one, I noticed that we had some top Diesel Nation qualifiers. I'm talking about people who have like 50 Success Club points. Okay, 50. You imagine working that hard and then not qualifying for Success Club because you don't have your own supplements on auto ship. That to me is devastating. I mean, Success Club is a rewards program. We qualify for these awesome trips. We get recognized. And it's really not even about that. It's because we're out there helping people. The more people you help, the faster your business will grow. So Success Club is divided into Success of 5, SC10, you help 3 people and you get SC5, you help 5 people, SC10. But again, you have to have the 90 PV on auto ship. And as a business owner, to me, you're investing in your own health journey. Like, why wouldn't you have your own supplements on auto ship? We're not asking you, it's not like Mary Kay, we're not asking you to have inventory of Shakeology that you have to turn around and sell. This is your own personal consumption. And if you are going to be a product of the product and be able to talk about the power of our supplements, then you need to be invested in it. So that is a huge component of Success Club. And I'm going to keep reiterating that. And now, since I caught it a few months ago, I'm super vigilant about looking at the reports. I will reach out to you and tell you, you have points, you're not qualified. Please take a look at your 90 PV. And that could be made up. It doesn't have to be just Shakeology. It could be a combination of products. To me, it's just easier to have the Shakeology on auto ship. Like, why aren't you drinking Shakeology? That's like, to me, is the lifeline of our business. So, pushing for Success Club, I don't like that word. I'm gonna stop using that word. That word even rubs me the wrong way now. I don't like that word pushing. We have to be intentional on making sure that we're out there talking to people, that we are aligning people with our products, that we are helping them with the challenge packs, and Success Club to me is non-negotiable. And I always tell the story when I started my second month, so in August, I signed up July, August, I had 18 success club points, and there were no challenge pack back. There was no challenge packs. I sold 18 bags of Shakeology on auto ship in my second month. Then fast forward to December, it got really hard, just like it's hard right now. September has been brutal. In December, instead of putting my big girl panties on and making sure that I would hit that goal and being intentional about it, I let it go. And I left 4 points on the table. And by doing that, not only do I still look back at that like, damn, my success club streak could have been even exponentially higher than it is now. I did not qualify for a success club cruise, the very first one, by 1 point. That 1 point that I left on the table that December. And I still regret that, because that could have been an amazing leverage to my business to be on that cruise within my first year as a coach, but I let it go. I stopped trying. It was me. I don't want you to do that. Get creative. Ask for help of your family and friends. Like, talk to more people, share your journey, share your testimonial, but don't leave points on the table. There will be hard months. There will be some months where you feel like it's super easy. We have those months, but expect that every month will be challenging. You start working on the first of the month until the very last moment on the very last day of the month. 11:59 p.m. Eastern on the 30th of September, that is the very last moment to earn success club. So very, very important that we focus on that and really understand the details of it. Okay, the 4 vital behaviors, I kind of touched on some of that. Product of the product, I think that's the first one. We are the face of our business. It's not the products. Like, don't share stock images of Shakeology on your profile, please. Don't share stock images of MBF on your profile. Your business is not the product. You're the face. People want to see you. Hold your cup. See, I got my shake right here. Hold your cup. Show people you're drinking it. Don't put something that Beachbody created on your profile. Nobody cares about that. So commit to your process, to your journey, and show people that you are working on yourself. It's not about having abs. It's not about having a perfect body. That's not what this business is about. It's about this commitment to a healthy lifestyle, to making progress every day, and showing people that you're consistent and they can depend on you because you're not going anywhere. Oh God, my printer messed up. It cut off words. Personal development is the second one. We already talked. Yeah, all I see is a P. I'm like, what is it? Personal development, again, you're working on your body to be strong. You got to work on your mind. Because at the end of the day, if you have a soft mind, you are going to crumble at the very first bump in the road. And there will be bumps in the road. That's just guaranteed. So committing to a process of personal development, again, that could take on a life of its own. Mine is very faith-based. I take a lot of leadership out of listening to sermons. I have this long process that I have every morning. That is mine. I created it. It belongs to me. You don't have to do that. You could just maybe go to YouTube and listen, pick a video every day that's motivational. Use that. Read The Slight Edge. I'm telling you, it's game-changing. Read that book. Listen to audiobooks. There's so many. But I think the key takeaway is just like fitness and nutrition isn't one size fits all, neither is personal development. Because what I need, you may not need. And I have bought books because, I don't know, Melanie Mitchell recommended a book. And then I read it and I'm like, no, this is not what I need. And I'm not, and first of all, I don't like to read to begin with. So I'm like, I'm out. You need to know what it is in your life that you're looking for, and then find a book that will suit that, so that then you can work out of whatever is going on. So that's super important. And yeah, I thought it was, I didn't get it, personal development, when I first signed up as a coach. I thought that was weird, because in corporate America, we don't do personal development. But I realized that how game-changing it is once you do start it. Inviting, that is the lifeline of this business. I mean, let's face it, it's uncomfortable. Nobody likes to do it, but if you want to succeed, you're going to have to do it. You have to talk to people. You have to get out of your comfort zone. You have to learn how to express yourself and tell your story, and do it every single day. It's just the way it is. To build this business, you have to talk to people, like, all the time. And our team has been doing a whole lot of power hours. Get on the power hours. Rip the Band-Aid, get on. Susie led one yesterday. I got on for a little bit. Get on these power hours. Let the leaders of Diesel Nation teach you how to do this, because they are obviously have momentum. So don't try to figure it out alone. Get on the power hours. They are recorded as well. So if you can't do it live, look for one. Even in Beachbody Champions, there's recorded power hours, but you have to realize that the power is in the invitation. Like I've been saying to everyone ad nauseum, like even on sneak peeks, when you talk to someone and you're signing them up, even if it's a customer, even if it's a coach, plant the seed of bring your five. Bring your five. Like, plant that invitation right at the beginning. Why not? Everyone has friends, everyone has family. Why not remove the lid and tell them you can actually create your own fit tribe? That is an invitation. And they can earn money. I was talking to my coach Jennifer yesterday. Do you realize, and I'm gonna start talking about this too, that now that we have 30-day breakaway coming next month, that if you remove the word coach from your prospect's invitation and you say this is a VIP membership, and you tell them right off the bat, find 5 people to do this with you, and you sign them up with the very same package that you purchased, you could potentially make $350 right off the bat. $350 by signing them all up as discount coaches. You'll make the $50 commission off every single pack, plus $100 extra for the fast track bonus for signing up 5 coaches right off the bat. Imagine if they go and do that too. You're gonna build a team like that. But we can't be scared. We have to do the invitations. Okay, so I just wanted to throw that in there. That was extra bonus. And then recognition, celebrating all the people, celebrating your customers, celebrating yourself, the team. You are allowed to use the celebrations that you see on Diesel Nation and on Facebook, that of all the rank advancements, of all the things, you're allowed to repost that. Why not? I do it. Sometimes I take all the leaders. Hold on, Barry's calling me. I take the posts, I save them, and I repurpose them, and I share them on my stories. Why? Because we're all part of this umbrella called Diesel Nation. We are all rising, and that is social proof that our team is kicking butt. So don't be afraid to recognize. People love recognition. Your customers are gonna love it. If they've stayed on it and completed MBF, celebrate it. If they've lost 5 pounds, celebrate them, shout them out. It is important. We don't get that in corporate America, and that's why our team and our business is so special. We recognize people for their accomplishments, and that makes people feel good, and that makes them motivated to want to keep going. So recognize everything, celebrate everyone. And that is 4 vital behaviors. Social media, that's a long topic. This one's gonna take time to master, okay? It's not gonna happen overnight. When I first started, I did all the things wrong. I posted my link all the time. Like, if people are gonna click on it and buy, they don't do that. I did all the things that were wrong. But you know what? With time, by doing, and I say this to you guys all the time, don't get all caught up in training and then not take action. I was taking action. I was doing it all wrong, but it didn't matter. I was getting out there with consistency. Don't post just because you signed up as a coach doesn't mean that you're just a coach. I would make a list, maybe now, tonight after this call, of all the things you love in life. Like, who are you? What makes you tick? Are you a mom? Do you have dogs? Do you have hobbies? What's your career? What do you love to do in your free time? You're more than just a Beachbody coach. If you talk Beachbody all day long, people are going to tune you out. So 80-20 is the rule. Remember that your social media is your storefront. Okay, so give people a little bit of value, give them some motivation. That's why personal development is so important, because you can take posts out of your personal development every single day. It's your reality show, and you can make it what you want. We're not talking about showing everybody the perfect life, because there ain't nobody with a perfect life. If there's bad days, I mean, I don't want you, please don't go. I know we all are allowed to have a bad day, but don't make it a bad month where all you do is talk about how shitty you feel on social media every day. People are going to tune you out. Nobody wants that. Be a hope dealer, be a source of inspiration, share stories of how you overcome the bad days. People want to know how to resolve issues, not how to stay stuck in them. So use your social media as a powerful tool to inspire. I already talked about the stock images. Don't use stock images. People don't want to see that. They don't want to see that now the 30-day breakaway little thing that Beachbody's putting out of social media tools of Dallas running. No, go outside and have someone snap a picture of you while you're running. Buy a tripod. That way you avoid people having to take pictures of you, and a clicker. It's the best investment ever. People want to see your face, not the trainer, not a cup of Shakeology. They want to see you and what these products mean to you. And then stories sell. So like always, we're always saying, you know, where were you before you decided? What was your life? What did it look like? What was the solution that you chose? It could be coaching, it could be Shakeology, it could be Beachbody on Demand. That solution did something for you. It changed you. The last part of the story is, how are you different from your start? And that formula is so easy, but when you share a story, you always ask yourself, what's the point? I do that all the time. Like, what's the point? What am I trying to say here? Because if there's no point, people are not going to get it. Another thing that drives me insane is the selfie, workout done, day 21 done. Nobody cares. Share something impactful that you heard. Listen to the trainers. I think listening to the trainers is really important, because they're spewing inspiration the entire time, nuggets of gold that you can then pass on. Like, how did that make you feel? How did that help you persevere through the workout? Maybe you could now use it. Yeah, it's day 21, and now you can actually do 10 push-ups on your toes. Like, share the possibilities with people. And nobody cares about the facts, the 70 ingredients in Shakeology. Nobody cares. They care about what it's doing for you, how it makes you feel, has it stopped your cravings, has it helped you get off. We're going to talk more about Shakeology next week, but there's so many advantages. But you have to get away from trying to be a fact teller to a storyteller. People see hope in stories, not in the facts. And then your why is really important. And the why is something that it matures over time. I didn't really locate mine until like a year, until I was a year already as a coach. That's when I went to an event, a leadership event, and I was blown away by that. These are regular people, just like me, who had jobs, and I look at this success. And that's when I understood what the power of this business was. And then when I got back from that trip, that was October. So Halloween was just it was like 2 weeks after. My boss told me that I couldn't take the morning off. I don't want to cry. I always cry. My boss told me I couldn't take time off to go see my kids in preschool, the little parade. See, all these little things, like they still make me cry. And I was so pissed about that. I was like, how dare he? Because I had taken time off to go on that leadership event. I was like, how dare he tell me that I can't go? Like, what the hell? These are my kids. Like, they're only going to be little ones. And that's when I realized, like, if I work really hard, stay laser focused, I can replace my income. And that's when I realized the power of the why. And that why drove me every single day when I got hard to wake up at 4:45. It's what lit the fire in my heart to go all in and not accept that. Like, I was not going to accept that. So, you know, and your why doesn't have to be to leave your job. I just want to say that clear. Some people love their jobs, and that's awesome. Then look at this business as a way to travel more, to give you financial freedom, to pay off your house, to pay off your car, to buy a vacation home. It could do all those things, but you have to get laser focused on that purpose, that intention of why you're doing this. If it's for fun, then cool, let's have fun. Everybody's why is different. There's no wrong why. I just want you to start thinking about that and figure that, you know, really figure out what it means to you. Sorry, that one came out of left field. Susie? Oh, there you go.
Okay, so I mean, listen, I love that you're showing emotion, because in the post, I don't know if you guys saw, if you girls saw, that it says your why should make you cry. And I think that the more you're in this business, the more you start realizing that your why changes, and it becomes deeper and deeper and deeper. Like in the beginning, when Becky started, she only wanted to make $50. Ask her what her why is now. It's a completely different thing. Yes, granted, she's, you know, accomplished an income goal. However, in the beginning, her why probably didn't make her cry. She just wanted the $50. You know what I mean? And it doesn't mean that it has to make you cry, but it's got to be deep enough that you are reminded why you get up each and every day to choose to do this, right? And if you're going to do it, my best advice is do it right. Go all in. Don't half-ass it, because at the end of the day, all you're going to do is waste time. Even if you're here to have fun, then have the fun. Then have it. Don't say it and not do it. I know this is our first mentorship call. So for those of you that don't know me, let me just share a little bit about myself. My name is Susie Solares, and I have been a coach for almost 5 years. I am a wife, a mommy to 2 boys. I know we talked about this in the intro video that I hope you saw, but I just want to let you know that we're all busy. I'm a wife, I'm a mom to 2 kids. I'm a substitute teacher now. Obviously, I'm not substituting. I was already called to substitute, and my husband was actually like, I really don't want you to do that right now, because you're going to be surrounded by a lot of kids, and his parents are older and they're here often. So long story short, I was also, when I was substituting, I was a cross-country coach, and I was a full-time beach body coach. So look at all the things that we all juggle. So I do want to say that please do not allow time to be your excuse. Because if you really want to do this, you are going to find the time. I'm one that when I tell my friends that I don't watch TV, they look at me like if I am from outer space. And I'm like, I'm sorry. It doesn't mean that I never turn on the TV. It doesn't mean that I won't sit for 5, 10, 15 minutes to watch it. But I don't sit there, and even though I don't criticize it, I get that that's others. If other people love it, then that's their thing. I like it too. But right now, in my mind, I'm in a season of building my business. So I would rather work my business than spend a lot of hours watching TV. That's just my take. Again, not to say that you can't do it, just you can find the time to do it. Maybe sometimes I'm like, man, I really want to watch a Miami Heat game because I'm a super Heat lover, basketball lover. And instead of watching the whole thing, I'll just watch maybe 30 minutes and then I'll be like, okay, let me work on my business. I'll reward myself with, or let me work on my business and then reward myself with 30 minutes of TV, whatever it is. So Becky covered all the posts and all the topics. I don't need to rehash that. What I do want to just let you know is be here, be present, take advantage of all these trainings. I know that it can sometimes become a little bit overwhelming in the sense that if life happens and then you're like, oh my gosh, I missed the assignment, or I didn't pick up the trainings or the call or the video, you'll have the weekend to catch up. But my biggest advice is just start doing. Because if you become a collector of information and you don't do, you start paralyzing yourself. And paralyzation causes you to completely stop, and then fear takes over. Because you've already lost momentum, you've stopped. I know when I first jumped in as a coach, I didn't know what I was doing. I literally just decided to become a coach because I got great results. And I told my upline, which is Becky's sister, I'm like, tell me what to do. And I started seeing all these videos and I started to collect so much information that for 2 years, I was kind of like strolling, you know what I mean? And yes, I put myself out there. Yes, I did call to actions and I invited people to jump on my challenge group. In my challenge group. And I always did Success Club, but I was so concerned about collecting all this information and listening to all these training calls that for 2 years, I kind of didn't do the things that looking back now, I wish I would have done. So just take it one day at a time, organize yourself. I will say that, prioritize your time. That's why we're asking you to please make sure that you use the planner that we're getting for you, and just really understand that you are a business owner. So then when you do the trainings and you absolutely, learn from it, put it right into action. Go right into it. Be present on your social media. That is the way that you will learn the most, is by getting out there. And you don't have to have all the answers. Just put yourself out there. Trust me. When people see that you're being brave and vulnerable and you're just like, I'm here, I'm showing up, and I learned this, and today this made me stronger, or this was my anxiety relief, or I needed this to, overcome stress, whatever it is, or I'm being mindful of my nutrition because I want to be my best version for me, for my family, whatever it is, you don't have to be in it really long for people to be like, wow, she's doing the things. And that's what we coaches do. We inspire change. We cultivate opportunities for people to say, I'm ready for that change. And I'm going to jump on the same wagon that you're on, because you are filled with hope. You're filled with positivity. You are empowering me. You are empowering me to become that better version of myself. And that's the kind of light that this world needs now more than ever. It's not that we didn't need it before, but we need it now definitely more than ever. So I think that that's what I want you to take away out of this, is to be present, organize yourself, create your time, do the trainings, but then just go right in. Take action, show people that you're there, talk about what you love that this journey has already done for you. Because I know that on my day one, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm already like, doing things that I didn't do before. When I first started my health and fitness journey and I was being mindful of what I was eating, that already alone was a win. I wasn't putting junk in my body. So on day one, I was already able to talk about what I was already doing as an improvement for myself. So if you're going to talk about coaching, I know that the first day of coaching, I learned about personal development. And I didn't know what that was. I was like mind blown. I was like, what is this? With like a 4-minute video that my coach had sent me. I could already talk about that. Wow, I am investing in my mindset. So talk about that already. So I'll leave you with that, because we've been already on for 30 minutes. And I would love to have the last 30 minutes to answer your questions, talk about concerns, struggles, doubts, or even celebrate what you're doing already, because that's the mindset that you should be on. If you notice, recognition is one of our vital behaviors. Recognition comes in many forms, and celebration is absolutely one of them. So take the time now to unmute yourself and ask anything that you want clarified. This is your time. Take advantage of Becky and I, because all we have is more time invested in the business, but we're just like you. But we've paved the way so we can help you navigate your journey.
Don't be scared. Everyone benefits from the questions, so.
Oh yeah.
Becky, how are you? My name is Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
You mentioned something about when you invite people, not to mention the word coach. You mentioned something else that I didn't catch the right. What was it?
So what I was talking about is next month. So I guess this pertains to everything. It depends on how you want to launch your business. But next month we have 30-day breakaway. And what I was talking about is, because we're going to have the coach window comes out first, right? That's when we can, the coaches can buy 30-day breakaway, and then we can also bring new people into our team. Not saying to people, to be a coach, saying you are getting a VIP access to this program where you are going to get the program first. It's removing that word coach, even though, yes, they are signing up as a coach, but people get afraid of that word because they think automatically you're an expert in something. We're not experts in anything. We're just helping people. Removing that word and kind of telling them, like, this is, it's an upgraded membership where you get a discount, where you are going to get access to an exclusive group with Idalis, and you're going to get the program first. So it's kind of like removing that mindset of, oh my God, I have to coach someone, because that's immediately what people think. And then changing the wording to, it's more like an affiliate program. It's a VIP membership program. It's a discounted, it's an upgraded membership, to kind of like diffuse that coaching.
Yeah, because they do feel like coach, like I'm not like a.
Exactly. I'm not where I'm supposed to be yet. How can I coach?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
I just piggyback to that. If you girls think about like a Costco membership, that how you have to pay to be a Costco membership to purchase from that store, it's the same thing. When people are like, what do you mean I got to pay the $15? Well, first of all, you could just explain it's like a Costco membership.
And Amazon Prime.
Right, or like Amazon Prime, exactly, where you do have to pay this membership fee, but it comes with so many benefits. So you could talk about it like that. And I love the word that Becky's using, the affiliate. I've been using that a lot. We collaborate, we are affiliates, because at the end of the day, when you let them know, listen, you know that you can make anywhere between, 50 and whatever amount you want to say, depending on how many people you're going to tell them to sign up. Just from the very beginning, I tell people, listen, you can make $50 off the bat by just signing up one person. Okay. That's just, something that I've been using. But what I'm saying is you could become an affiliate and automatically, already earn an income. So it just depends on the language that you're using. But at the end of the day, that VIP membership, I think that that's really the game changer. Instead of using the word coach, I just use either VIP membership or affiliate.
I just put in the chat. I'm breaking down the numbers for people. They think, oh my God, I have to pay.
You're echoing, Becky. Like, I can't understand it because you were echoing. Try now.
Am I still echoing? That's weird. I wasn't echoing before.
No, I think you're fine now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I put in the chat the numbers.
Oh, no.
Sometimes people, no? I can't leave.
Okay, no, that's fine. There, when you get closer, it sounds better.
Okay. I put in the chat the breakdown of the numbers for the coach discount. If you would just take like a moment to explain to them that at the end of the day, if you're committed, this is the way I see it. If you are truly committed to being a lifer, if you're truly committed to changing your lifestyle, being part of our BOD membership, our Shakeology is an essential part of this. If you break down the numbers for them, I put it in the chat. Customer Shakeology is $130. The coach price for Shakeology is $97.46. Sorry, I put $49. If you add in the $15.95, it's $114-ish. That's $16 savings. 16 times 12 months is almost $200 in savings. Why wouldn't you want to save $200? So that's the way I see it. And then the more products you consume, if then you add in I think I ran the numbers once. If you do Shakeology and Energize together, you're saving $30 a month on those two products. So the more products you consume, why not get the discount? So it's just educating, diffusing that alarms seem to go off when you say coach. Is learning to be confident in your language, learning to explain, not convince, and providing the value. So there are the numbers. It's super easy to figure out. I just think people just need to understand what they're getting. Instead of, yes, you're going to pay the $15.95. We're not here to give shit for free. Sorry, I say shit a lot.
I still hear her a little bit shaky. Does everybody hear her clearly?
No?
No? Yeah, it's a little shaky.
Susie, I'm going to make you admin and I'm going to go out and come back in.
Okay. All right. Anyone else want to just ask another question? I'm sure we all
No, I
got
can't do that.
Yes, I wanted to ask you on the post, when not to share basically ourselves, to show, you know, what are we doing, not to share MBF, for example, which is a program that is actually right now. Do we like do the hashtags MBF, show the little pictures that we show on the Instagram, for example, or we just kind of post like, okay, we're working out?
Brenda, so are you talking about on your feed on Instagram?
Yes, like our story when we share for
On
others.
stories or on your feed?
On stories.
Okay. On stories, you could put whatever you want. We just don't recommend doing stock images, meaning that if you go to like, let's say right now you go to Beachbody, right? I'm going to go into literally Beachbody. I'm going to look for their account. And the first picture that I see is, well, right now they put a girl that apparently finished some program, which is fine. The second picture that I see is a picture of Shakeology, just the cup. What we're trying to show you is don't just put the cup on your feed, right? If you're going to do it in stories, it's fine. But the message here is try to show yourself more so. Because people are interested in you. They're not interested in just your cup day in after day in after day in. I mean, there's nothing wrong with you saying, oh my God, I got a new Disney cup and I want to show it. That's fine. But the goal is to show yourself more rather than, let's say if, for example, let's say that Beachbody has done, I don't know if you girls can see this.
Yeah.
Beachbody does like a picture of just like stock images. Instead of doing this, you want to put a picture of yourself on your feed. Stories, you could play a little bit around it because there's nothing wrong with saying, you know, in those stories that we do with the promos and call to action, there's nothing wrong with having a little bit of that in that, because in my stories of 30-day breakaway, I have stories that Idalis, the trainer, comes up. There's nothing wrong with that. But what we want is your feed, like, for example, go to Becky's feed right now. If you can, and you're not on your phone, go to her feed. When you look at her feed, what do you see? Pictures of her, pictures of locations, pictures of her family. You see quotes. You see recognition, celebration. You never see a stock photo. You don't see a picture of, you know, Beachbody and a Shakeology cup and a logo of Beachbody. You don't see that. When you go to her page, you see Becky. And that's what people want to see. In your stories, you could play with it a little bit more, but listen to what Becky said in the beginning of the call. 80% your life, 20% Beachbody. So if it's all Beachbody, come, buy, sell, shake, if it's all promos and you're just asking, people are going to be like, I don't want to see Brenda. I don't, because you know what? That's not why people follow you. People follow you because they see you clean the house, you with your kids, you with a newborn, you there, you know, working out, you cooking in the kitchen. That's what attracts people. You sprinkle breadcrumb, little things of, oh, here, I have a group coming out. And yes, you can be confident and invite, but then add more of you. Not stock images is what we're trying to show, because
Lifestyle.
You know what I'm saying? Like, then people are like, oh, white noise. There's millions of stock photos out there that people are constantly getting from advertisement.
Yeah.
And I think that what I want to also just say is there's this book called Jab, 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 Right Hook. And it's a little bit old, but it's from a great motivational speaker called Gary Vaynerchuk. He curses a lot. So if you're not into that, then that's not your thing. Like, I don't mind listening to that. But what I'm saying is his message was very clear. It's you need to jab, 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 which is give value, so that when you go in for the right hook and you actually invite, people are like, yes, this girl is giving value all the time. Like, give recipes, give playlists, give where do you shop, what book is helping you. Show people what is helping you in your journey, because that's giving free value, so that when you do say, listen, I have a boot camp coming up, or I have a coaching sneak peek, Do you want in? And let me show you what I do, what's making me thrive in my life. Then people are like, yes, girl, yes. Because they're like, this girl's constantly giving value. Go to Becky's stories. She's constantly showcasing how she eats. People have no excuse to say, I don't know what to eat. Go to freaking Becky's page. You know what I mean? Like, she's constantly showing it. And when we think of Beachbody, we think of Becky. She's constantly giving value. She's constantly talking about how she parents her boys. She's constantly showing how she loves Larry. She's giving us so many avenues that's what we should be following. So I want you to think outside the box. Me, Brenda, what can I showcase? I'm a mom. I'm a girl mom. I'm a boy mom. I'm a wife. I'm right now, I'm a Beachbody coach. I clean my house. Like, I'm a housewife too. All those things. What do you like? Do you like makeup? Do you like fashion? What do you like to eat? What do you like to read? Those are the things we need to sprinkle. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I actually have a question. I've been a coach for years, and in the beginning I had much more customers, and then after I had my third child, I kind of just stepped back just because of being overwhelmed, lost myself on my own journey, and recently have really been very dedicated to it. And, trying to get back, and I'm glad, Becky, that you added me to this group, because I'm finding it so hard to get people to commit. And everyone texts me, they write to me, they're like, I love your dedication. You're doing great. Look how much weight you've lost. Look at how fit you're looking. And I'm like, join me, radio silence. And I follow up. And then I get the excuse, oh, I have diastasis recti. I can't work out. I'm like, well, so do I. Like, who cares? Oh, my doctor said I'm not allowed to. Then you get that whole medical, which I don't want to mess with, because God forbid something happens. So it's like, and I make my list and I go through it. I'm like, hey, I know you guys are stressed out. Why don't you join me? Join me on the journey to reducing stress, radio silence. So like this year I've gotten, my sister-in-law finally purchased from me after years of watching me. But, she's the only one. And every single day I post after workout. Sometimes I video my workouts. Everything. I've posted my meals, you name it, I've tried. And I'm not that consistent because I have a very, very demanding job. So I won't be able to post continuously throughout the day, but I try and at least my post-workout selfie to remind people. Yesterday I did a post of my 2-year progress saying this isn't overnight. But at the same time, I just feel it's locking people in that I'm struggling with, and I don't know if I just should continue and it comes, or if I should be more aggressive, and how to get over the excuses. I know the price point one of people, that one, I think it's easier for me to explain to them. Look, it stops you eating out breakfast or something of that sort, but it's more, the other excuses that I'm struggling with how to overcome. Sorry, very long.
Becky, can I take that for a second? Okay, so Lara, love your question. Super relatable. A lot of coaches struggle with this. So number one, you talked about when people are like, oh my gosh, girl, you are so inspirational, and you come back and you say, join me. Right away, they might not be ready to join you. They're not. They're telling you, they're being courageous enough to tell you, you're so inspirational. But when somebody's like, join me, that's like, come on, buy from me. So I would tend to maybe slow it down a bit and be like, thank you so much. You don't know how much that means to me, that you are following along on my journey. You want to recognize, I see you, girl. Like, you're taking the time to write me, I see you. So I would say something like, thank you so much. What are you doing to help you relieve stress? Or what are you doing to help you become your better version? Make it about them. Get them to talk to you, right? Or what are your goals? I would be like, Lara, thank you so much, my friend. What are your goals? I love chatting with other women that can educate me on what they're doing. Make it about them. Ask them a question. What are your goals? What is getting you through these hard times right now? What is helping you in your journey? You want them to be like, man, this girl mattered. Like, I matter to her. She wants to know about me. That's the first thing that I would do. Instead of saying, join me. Because then it just looks like, bye from me. You know what I mean? That's the number one thing I would do. I would continue to just run with the conversation without an expectation. I think that we get so caught up on getting the Success Club points that we forget that this business is not transactional. It is relational. That number represents somebody, a life. So when we get right away, like, oh my God, I want to go in for the sale, I think that that's when we lose people. I think we have to remember that we have to just continue the conversation without expecting anything. That's been a really big game changer for me lately, because then I see myself that I'm caring for the world and the world is giving me back. I'm not going in just because I'm expecting a sale. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. That's number one. Number two, consistency is going to, I am going to stress that consistency does matter. What is it that you do for a living?
I'm an attorney.
Okay, so you work from what hour to what hour, or is it endless? Yeah, I know.
Endless.
I mean, so I know.
This week I've been working till 10, 11. I mean,
okay.
My weeks fluctuate, but I try and make sure I post in the morning because I wake up and I start my workout by 5:30.
Right.
So while the kids are eating and they're getting ready for school, I try and quickly, I don't have fancy posts, but very, just try and flood a couple of posts so that people, when they wake up in the morning, they're seeing that.
Right. So are you working from home right now?
I am.
So throughout your day, when you go to the restroom, for example, or you grab a quick bite to eat, share just that. It doesn't have to be fancy. Lara, coach your way, because you're going to attract people that are probably busy. You're probably going to attract attorneys. I don't want them to think, oh my God, now I got to come up with these fancy stories. Remember, I love that Becky always says, don't stick yourself in a box. Just because other coaches are doing these phenomenal things doesn't mean that I'm not successful, and I'm not doing them. I don't have the whatever. Like, let's say that I don't have the money, or I don't want to dedicate the money to do these amazing graphics. I do the graphics myself, and they're good enough for the people that I'm attracting. And I've been reaching my business goals for the last 55 months. So I don't want you to get caught up with the fact that your stories have to be fancy. Your stories need to be you. And just showing that you're a busy mom and an attorney, listen, I applaud you and I take my hat off you that you're still doing this and you're still posting. So people are going to see so much value in that. They're going to be like, wow, Lara's an attorney and she's still doing Beachbody. Like, that speaks volumes to me already. So do your stories like, oh my gosh, getting a quick bite to eat. Oh, I'm so stressed with work, but you know what? Thank God I'm being mindful about my choices. Guys, if you want to check it out, I bought this at, Costco. Oh my God, so yummy. Like, just throw value, right? As long as you're consistent. Doesn't mean you have to flood your stories, but be consistent, And then I am going to share with you about your feed. Don't worry so much about your feed. If you could post once a day, because I know you're busy, be in the behind the scenes, which are the stories. That's where the action is at. Number 3, the last thing I will say is your objections, the objections you're getting, talk about them in your stories. Talk about them in a post. Because when people say, for example, well, I have, what is it called?
Diastasis recti.
That, okay. I think I have that too, because the doctor told me that, but I don't like even focus on it. I don't like put my energy in that. Whatever you know about it, educate people about what you know about it. I have it too. I have talked to my doctor and thankfully I am able to work out. I've educated myself that you can work out with that. Somebody tells you, well, I don't have the money. You know what? Thankfully I've been able to stop shopping at Target and I've been saving so much money. Oh my God, this is great. Now I pay for my own products because I'm saving for, I've been saving money. Talk about the objections. If they say, I don't have the time, well, you could talk about, oh my gosh, I've been really honing in on my time management skills and I've created this super powerful morning routine. I'm super effective. I have a little timer, click, click, click. I get through my things and boom, I just got my workout in. Win for me. And I'm so excited because this is really helping me right now with all the stress I'm dealing with. Tackle your objections in your stories and in your posts, and you're going to see how people are going to be like, wow, I didn't think about that. You're giving them a different perspective. You're educating, and there's nothing wrong with people saying that because they're just not educated enough. That's your job. So trust me, when you get this flow of adding value, talk about, things and conversations without expecting, that consistency throughout your day, even if it's just 5-6 stories, and then talking about your objections very naturally. There's times where I just get on to and I'm like, and I'll just talk about whatever it is that somebody told me, and I'll naturally talk about the objections, and people will be like, oh my God, I hadn't thought about it. When you get in that flow, you're going to see, Larry, your business is going to change. Promise.
Okay, I'm just very shy to do the camera talking. I've done so many videos in the morning going, all right, I don't really want to work out, guys, but showing up every day, and then I watch the video and I'm like,
get comfortable.
I can't post it.
I'm gonna challenge you. Get
Such a struggle.
Get comfortable because that's what people want to see. Get very comfortable because that's what people want to see. And I'm telling you, it's just like talking to your best friend. It's just like talking to your best friend. It really is. And the more you do it, the more you're gonna get comfortable with it. Trust me. And don't start thinking like, do I continue? Longevity, my friend. In this business, don't throw in the towel. The fruit is going to be so much sweeter when you get there, and you will get there. But this is long term. If you're already going into it with like, I don't know, that's exactly what you're going to attract. I don't know. Attract, I am here. I am determined. I'm going to make this happen. Who's coming with me because the train is running? Are you coming in with? Like, that's how you have to be. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you're going to attract. In your way, your energy, but attract that abundance. Like, I am in this. I'm looking for those go-getters.
So I have some scripts. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Very clearly.
I have, I'm going to share with you some scripts that, you don't have to use word for word, but I want you to study them because I think the objections come because people don't understand why they need what we have. And that means slowing down the conversations. It means asking questions. So I'm going to send you guys those scripts, read them. It's very step-by-step. Here's what you do if this happens. But what these scripts also do is they help you bust through objections, because you're asking so many questions that then when they tell you, oh, I can't afford it, but they already told you that they go to Starbucks every single day and spend $10, then you can say, yeah, but you're buying crap for $10, and here you're getting Shakeology, which is actually $4, and it's a complete meal. So then you can actually educate them. But it's a very slow process. You have to be patient, and learning how to navigate them takes time. Don't be scared to share stories. Who gives a crap what people think? If they're not paying your bills, then you shouldn't worry about that. Share what you know, share what you love. I was looking at your Instagram right now. I know that you're super busy. I think your posts need just a little bit more information on your story, like a story that really is an impactful one. Like, why do I love this? Why am I doing this? Why have I succeeded? That why? Because people need to understand that it's not just you're drinking the shake because you like it, but it's because it has helped me. It's a quick meal. It has helped me overcome X, Y, and Z. It has helped me stay committed. It has, the cravings, just more why, more explanation.
Okay.
Does that answer your question, Lara?
Lots of homework for this weekend and tonight.
It's good. That's going to pump you up.
Yeah.
Good.
Anyone else? We have 5 minutes, so don't be scared.
I want to share something that happened to me this week. I invite someone that I personally know that they've been working out, going to the gym and following someone else's, journey, But when I tell them, okay, listen, let's join, Beachbody, and I explained to them everything that I was doing. But they say, no, I'm very good right now. I'm being spoiled by my two best friends because they're both certified coaches. And then I'm like, should I maybe, get a certified, or should I then, I start like thinking, will this help me more? Will this give me more, selling more? Will this, I mean, I don't know if it's a good thing, or I should just definitely just keep on what I'm doing now.
No, I think if they're, I mean, we can't convince them. If they don't need what we have, like if someone's working with a trainer, they're not going to stop working with a trainer. We have to understand, and this was hard for me at the beginning because I believe so much in what our products and our nutritional systems and Shakeology, that when people would give me that, I was like, you're so like, how do you not get it? People who go to the, some people that go to the gym will never work out at home. Some people that love working at home will never go to the gym. We have to accept that some people just are not going to sign up. This is not for everybody. If they're happy doing what they have, just say, that's awesome. I'm super happy that you have found something that works for you. But if you ever need help on your fitness or nutrition, or maybe some of the supplements to enhance your workout, if you need any of that, like Energize or a post-workout recover because maybe you're extra sore, I have that too. And they're natural products. Just let me know. I'm here to help. And just because we can't convince them, and we don't want to come off pushy either. Remember, we're like trying to educate and show them the value, not trying to convince people to do something that they don't see that they need. So yeah.
Yeah, and I think
But remember,
Brenda, I'm sorry.
yeah, no, that gym people, even though they go to the gym, they could still use Energize.
Yeah.
And maybe it's not a challenge pack, and recover and hydrate and creatine. We have this whole line of performance supplements that are, even the Ironman, you know, that competition, the Ironman, they were using Beachbody performance products a few years back. Gym people could use our products. Some gym people don't know what the hell they're doing with nutrition. So that's why you need to fact gather. That's why you need to ask questions and then say, okay, that's great that you have your workouts under control. That's awesome. I love it. But just in case you need a natural pre-workout and post-workout, I got something. Let me know if you want more info. If not, I'm always here to help. And you just let it go.
You know, I personally used to work out at the gym all the time, even with the videos. I would stream it on my cell phone because sometimes I would go and I'm like, oh, I need the motivation. Or I've noticed a lot of people don't know what they should do. Or I personally got caught in the same routine. And I remember from as far back as Ham and Chisel, when they first got it on Beachbody On Demand, I did that. And I trained for half marathons, and I use Energize. I don't know if it helps you, Brenda, but I used Energize, I used Recover, I used Hydrate. And I mean, I'm probably not good enough sharing that on my Instagram.
You need to talk about that. Maybe jot those notes down so you don't forget.
I am.
Those are all post ideas right there. You know what? The people who love the gym, I would venture to say, I used to go to the gym and I had a friend mentor me, so I did know what I was doing. But if it wasn't for him, I would have been wasting time. 90% of people that go to the gym have no clue what they're doing. And they can still go to the gym and use our products there. So great point. That's a pivot on how to talk about what we do, because just take it to the gym and right from your phone, you have a freaking awesome workout, and you can do your Energize right there. You can have your Recover right there. And it's something that anybody can use. Runners, CrossFitters, spinners, everybody.
And the other thing too is, I think that when you know, if they say that they have their fitness on lock, you could always say, how's your nutrition? We have nutrition programs. Did you know that? Because if we get too focused on just selling a challenge pack, we lose out on volume. We lose out on opening the door to a customer. So we have to know when is the right moment for a challenge pack. And we got to know when that person's not budging or they already have their workouts, go in for the volume, because then you open that door and have a customer right there that could maybe buy Energize, Recover, Recharge from you. They'll start learning about, you know, beach bars, like healthy snacks on the go. They could take it to the gym if, you know, they're hungry or whatever. Like there's so much we could offer. We can't just get stuck on the workouts or the challenge packs. We can't.
That is a great point, because I know for a fact, I mean, I'm 10 years in, we're very Success Club driven. Our team is very Success Club driven. The company is too, but not everybody, you know, is down with that. Some people just want to create volume. So that's something you have to decide for yourself. But I have heard of a girl, I don't know her name. She has become like a master seller of Energize. And she has built an incredible business just selling Energize. Yes, you have to sell a lot of it, but if you really love certain amount of products, become a master communicator of those products, and then align those products with people. Talk about it. Talk to them about it. You don't have to talk about everything in the catalog. Okay, I don't sell everything in the catalog, but you know, if you love Energize, then talk about Energize and then recommend it to everybody. Even students in college that need to focus. We have focused energy. We have, is that what it's called? Focused energy?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we Energize too, helps you focus. Like, you gotta open your mind and be creative. Think outside the box and create volume.
I'm gonna say something else about that, that if your goals are income, which volume is income, just so that you know, then don't shut the door on getting those customers in as well for that volume. Because yes, Success Club is super important. It is. I'm not gonna devalue that, but if you have serious income goals, like, don't close the door on the volume, because that is gonna get you income, you know? So there's like a top leader. He's a guy. His name is, I forgot his first name, but his last name is Innes. He built a 6-figure business with just never hitting Success Club and volume. It just, you really, I mean, Success Club is super important, but if volume is what you need and that income, then like I said, just don't close the door on having a customer that's gonna buy from you products, and they could become a lifer.
Yep. All right, well, we're over.
We're over an hour. Alyssa, do you have any questions before we go?
Oh,
We can't hear you.
Can't hear you. We can't hear you. That's weird. She was unmuted. Oh wait, now I muted her. Sorry, I muted you by accident. Nope. Nope. That's weird.
I think you have to hit *6.
Try *6.
We heard you now.
Yeah, no, that was Larissa.
Oh, that was
Hit
Larissa?
Yeah, that was me. Hit *6 on your phone to unmute.
Alyssa? *6?
Yeah. Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
We can't see
Sorry,
you.
I don't know what happened there.
Okay.
I'm going to come back to the, there we go. I just was going back to social media and posting. This is one area I have been kind of nervous to go all in on, just because I haven't ever been someone to post a lot on social media, so it feels a little bit unforeign. I post like when I go on trips and things like that, or pictures of my kids, but I hardly ever post any pictures of myself, let alone me like talking or doing things like that. So a couple questions are, as far as posting on Instagram versus stories, if there should be like at least 1 to 3 posts a day on Instagram, and then however many stories for the day, if there's kind of like a number to that, to just kind of get me in the habit of doing that. And then also, if I should make a specific post on my Instagram about kind of this journey that I'm starting as a coach, or at least getting kind of my story out there of my journey, and kind of being like a welcome post to like letting people know kind of this is what I'm doing, or just start posting?
I think you should come out. I wrote it in the chat earlier. Don't be an undercover coach. Someone told me that right at the beginning of my journey, and that makes total sense. People are not going to know that you're a coach if you don't tell them. So
Okay.
Definitely do that. That would be awesome, and share your journey, because you have been doing the products for a long time. So it's not like you're brand new to the products. Yeah, you're brand new to coaching, but not to Beachbody. So definitely share your journey. I don't think that there's a formula anymore. I used to post 5 times a day on Instagram. I don't do that anymore. Sometimes one, sometimes more than others. Stories are more important. Giving people a glimpse into life, what you're doing, talking about the products, what it means to you, what it's done for you. Like Susie said, value, your food, tips and tricks. That's more important. And those are quicker. Stories are faster because a post, you got to really put thought into it. Susie, can you share with them really quick how you talked about in the other months, the Monday means something and Tuesday means something else?
Yes. So I have themes for my days.
Themes.
Mondays is Monday mindset. Like I try to add value because on Monday everybody needs motivation, right? So I try to throw in like something regarding mindset, a motivational quote, something that has to do with mindset. On Tuesday, I do Transformation Tuesday. And you could also do Tip Tuesday so that they're not always like, okay, it's always a transformation. On Wednesday, I do Wisdom Wednesday. So I'll definitely do words of wisdom there. On Thursday, I'll do Thankful Thursday and I'll try to get engagement. On Friday, I'll do Feel Good Friday, like a success story. On Saturday, I do Social Saturday. And on Sunday, I do Rest and Rejuvenate. Those are my themes. So that gets your wheels turning to then, you know how to post. Not how, just kind of like gives you ideas of what to do.
What's Friday?
Feel Good Friday, success stories.
I posted it there. That just gives you at least a theme for the day. And it gives you variety. That way you're thinking about something different. You're not posting the same stuff over and over again. People just want to know your story, your family story, things you've overcome. Being vulnerable on social media takes time. I wasn't like that at the beginning. I remember what you see now is 10 years of work that I put into my business. I used to post terrible. When I look at it, I'm like, oh my God, what was that? It's okay. You learn by doing. We don't start off perfect. We all start out as beginners. But the thing is that you have to get in the habit of taking action every day. Because every day that you write a post, every day you share, you take a picture, you're going to get better and better. But if you never get out of the box, nothing's ever going to happen. So we have to take action. But definitely, use your social media as a platform for good. Just look at it as a way to add value to people's lives, not because you're just, oh, look at me. I heard something powerful yesterday, which you guys know if you follow me that I've completely shifted gears in the way that I use my social media platform this year. And I was listening this week. The last few weeks have been like hard. And yesterday I heard this sermon. It was a podcast from Christine Kane, and she said, I'm not worried about how many followers I have. I actually don't care. I'm more worried about the people that I need to bring to Jesus. And that, I was like, whoa, that's what I needed to hear. That's what I need to hear. We're not worried about our followers. We're worried about the amount of people that we're trying to bring into our community, that we're trying to save from obesity, that we're trying to shift their lifestyles. Whatever it is that it's important to you, you're using your platform for good. And that, I was like, oh, that's what I needed to hear.
Yeah.
That was epic.
Amen, amen. Absolutely.
So,
does that answer your question, Alyssa?
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Wrote all those things down, so
Awesome.
good ideas.
Awesome.
All right. Well, great call, ladies. I will post the recording. You just know, at least my girls, we have a thread. So if you have more questions, feel free to reach out to me. Please, please, please just ask the question. Don't stay there wondering. Just ask the question. If it's something technical, Beachbody related about dates and stuff, please check the FAQs. Google. You don't even have to go to the coach office. You go to Google and you say 30-day breakaway launch, Team Beachbody, and the FAQ comes up. If it's something like that, please go find the information because it's there. But if it's something you can't figure out, like, please ask me the question and I'll help as much as I can.
Yes, amen. We have to just become resourceful because remember, the bigger we grow, then it's a lot of messages coming in. So you've got to learn to be resourceful so that you can then duplicate as well to your team when, you know, so that you can teach them, okay, the FAQ is there for a reason. They're very comfortable with just saying, oh, what's the answer to this? But we've got to learn to go look for it. Yes.
I want to say a message because I got to go because the baby is crying. And I want to share something so to see because that has helped me. And I want to share that with the new people that is going to help them too. It's tagging each other. You know, when they're doing stuff like that and they're working out, tagging each other and reposting, it brings, at least it helped me give the message to other females that they feel alone, that we are not alone.
Yes.
That we have support, and that is our motivation. You get me? So I just wanted to share that, and I gotta go.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, we all gotta go. We all gotta
go. Okay, guys. So then, Becky will post the recording in case if you need to hear it again, or for those that didn't attend, and then
guys go check.
We will see you girls next week. Continue.
Bye, guys. Have a great weekend.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.